we don't realize sometimes what a big event this is. We were lucky to get 19 countries, nearly 130 participants coming for this event, and it's been going very well. Of course, the organization, the setup, everything, every team has been very happy with all that we've offered. Also, the waves have been fantastic for us. That's one thing we can't control. So the waves have been brilliant. They've been world class. Yeah, so when, actually going back the last 2 years when we attended the event in the Maldives, who were the hosts, we looked at it and we really liked what the ASF was doing, because it was something that gave Asia an importance. Otherwise, in the surfing scene, if you see, it's always the US, West, Australia have dominated. So this was a nice platform to put Asia on the map. So we thought, yes, we must try and get this here. And, really thanks to the Tamil Nadu government who have been supporting. They've done one WSL 3000 before, and now the Asian Surfing Championship. It's a big one, and we really thank them for backing us on this one. We had a tough one getting it because we were up against Japan, and Japan put a lot of pressure because they wanted to host it like a first pre-event for the Asian Games, which is going to happen the next year. But I'm happy everything worked out. Yes, I have a great team, I have to say that. The SFI Council, the Tamil Nadu Surfing Association, and of course the rest of the surfing community in Tamil Nadu. Everybody has come together, and it's a great moment for us, for the surfing community in India. So if I go back 12 years where I got into maybe surfing more as a CSR, never thought I'd be sitting here at this position. But we ran the national events every year from 2013, and we kept that going. And we were doing it mainly to just hype surfing as a leisure sport in India. That was our only agenda those days, and especially being on this coast, we kept participating in both the Western and East Coast. After I was asked to take over in 2020, and it was just at the peak of COVID, we made a lot of changes in the sense, one, we wanted to open up SFI, involve more people into it, and like I said, the team behind me has been amazing. The few things, I had very clear things. One, I wanted to send an Indian team for the World Games, which was in El Salvador. That time, of course, we didn't have any support, so I decided to sponsor it. They went, and it was a big impact, and India being there in that, announcing that we're a surfing nation. And then the last two ASCs again, I stepped in, I said we have to be there, and every year it's been a progression. So the last 3 years we focused on the athletes, on the actual surfing of where do we go from here. And the training has been not just in India. Of course, we brought in a coach privately initially, Samai, who's now the national coach. I'm happy. And us getting recognized this year as a body, as a national federation, of course, changes everything. Focuses on the Asian Games. Now the government is supporting us. That's our priority today. We've again privately been running the TT Surf Development Program the last 4 years, which is what has actually helped. If you see the team, 6 out of 12 are from the TT program. I know there are, Ramesh is from the last batch as such. Age is always a thing we have to be wary of. Shrikant again has been as part of it, but he's hitting 19. Kishore is already hitting 17. So we need to think of the rest. And the example was really we learned from Indonesia and Japan. They've been into surfing much before, a couple of decades before us, but they started with the kids from 10, 12, and the same model. We said this is the future. So Harish, who's made it to the quarters today, is a phenomenal. He's 13, just turned 13. He's got age on his thing. Now we need to focus on this. Prahlad again, who's 10, his sister is 8, but they if you see the way they have progressed the last 2 years, it's definitely in the next 2-3 years, these will be the names you'll be hearing, right? So we have to get in more. It's not enough. For example, like we were talking to the Japanese team, and they were saying every year they have 600 kids that take part in the program. Now, for me to find 5, I'm struggling. So I think we are learning, and these events will get us those numbers. You know, people will see that they can make a future, they can be champions. Government also supports, they get incentives every year. So I think everything is slowly coming together. So I think we are at a very good platform stage in Indian surfing, and I think today Asia is watching us. So yeah, we'll be there soon. So now our initial focus first year is going to be Asian Games. Olympics is again a different thing. I think it's going to be a tough one getting into the Olympics in 2 years, but definitely for the next Olympics we will be ready. But of course we're going to put in our best effort. So our effort is really getting more kids involved. The team has to be larger. They need to get out. They need to surf around Asia. They need to take part in WSL, which is World Surfing League, the entire circuit, which costs money, right? So I'm really hoping we get, of course, the government, more government sponsors. Now the center is keen, and more private sponsors, because it does cost. But if we want that medal, this is what we have to do. We've been working very closely with Maldives and Indonesia, so Bali, right? These are two great countries with world-class breaks, and I think we've got a great bond with these two countries. Sri Lanka also, the surfers go there. Sri Lanka has a lot of points. Also an international coach, right? So we've been using the coach in Bali. They need the exposure and they need the competition. Here, now they're local heroes. They've reached a stage. It's not enough. They need to get out. They need to compete with the best, and keep pushing. So that's the agenda we have. We need to get them out. So the next 1 year is very crucial. Of course, we'd love to have a medal in the Asian Games. Looking at what's happening today, never know. I mean, fingers crossed. But it's a lot of work. I think entire Asia is gunning for it. But we are there. You know, at least we can proudly say, you know, we're a surfing nation today. And I'm so happy. I mean, today with all that we've done, hosting this event, it's a world-class event. We've really provided best Indian hospitality. So that's something we have always done. So I think it's all looking good and positive.